Hi, welcome to Irish with Ian, my YouTube channel dedicated to helping you get started learning Irish. Today we're going to take a look at the alphabet in Irish. If you like the video, by the way, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more tips on learning Irish. Now here's something most of you will know. I say most because not everyone who's learning Irish is an English speaker. Anyway, the English alphabet has 26 letters to learn. Some of you might know it as your A, B, C or your A, B, C. Some of you might pronounce the letter H, others might pronounce it as the letter H. We have to bear in mind that an alphabet is a way of representing sounds, and in many cases the sounds that a particular letter represents in one language will not correlate with the equivalent letter in another. Now, let's take a look at the alphabet in Irish. At first glance, it seems so much easier. We can forget about the letters J, K, Q, W and Y. But let's not get carried away just because there appear to be fewer letters to learn. Some letters appear quite infrequently in Irish. Those would include X and Z, but then again, they make few guest appearances in English either. And we should note that the letter H or H is a little bit different from its equivalent in English. Indeed, it's very different, as we'll find out later in the course. Let's get a rough idea of what these letters sound like using the phonics system. A, B, K, D, E, F, G, H, I, L, M, N, O, P, R, S, T, O, V, X, Z. Now, let's find out what these letters sound like in real words, simple words in English that I'm sure you know. Do be aware that this is a fairly rough guide and that the sound that letters make can change depending on many circumstances. They vary slightly depending on dialect. And then we have a thing called the fada, which lengthens the sound of vowels. These are little things to be aware of at this stage. A is like the O in cot. B is like the B in bear. C is like the C in cat. D is like the D in deer. E is like the E in let. F is like the F in fast. G is like the G in gate. H is like the H in have. I is like the I in if. L is like the L in like. M is like the M in man. N is like the N in no. O is like the U in cut. P is like the P in pass. R is like the R in run. S is like the S in sat. T is like the T in town. U is like the U in unto. V is like the V in violin. X is like the X in X-ray. And Z is like the Z in zoo. Once again though, remember that the sound of letters can change. S, for example, can sound like S or sh, and T can sound like T or ch. And while we don't have the letters W and J in Irish, we do have the sounds. However, we make them in a rather different way. And just a few final thoughts. Remember that folk don't always pronounce every letter exactly the same way. Indeed, some might hear a letter slightly differently. Also, not everyone believes that the letters X, Z and V are proper letters in Irish. And, just one final footnote, the letter J does appear in Irish in the word jab, which means job. Well, Sinead for now, so I certainly hope you'll join me next time around. In the meantime, slán go fóill.